Hi, my name is James Back with 360 and Back. And in today's short iGuide tutorial, I want to go over tag placement mode number 2. If you're familiar with the iGuide knowledge base, you can go to iGuide tags and tag editor. If you're not familiar with the iGuide knowledge base, I would highly recommend to go back and watch my previous video on it. So in the first video, we kind of went over all three types of tag placement modes. But today we're just going to focus on the tag placement mode number 2. Now this requires you to draw a line on the floor plan that represents a surface that you want to tag. Use this mode for fireplaces, kitchen or bathroom features, or anything else that's not quite on the wall. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. The first thing you want to do is go ahead and log into your iGuide editor's account. And once you've done that, select the iGuide that you want to edit. There's multiple ways to get to the tag editor. The fastest for me is just clicking on this blue tag editor. Another way is if you're over here on the quick access bar on the left-hand side, you'll also see tag editor. So let's go ahead and use placement mode number 2. And I got a spot picked out for us. So right here is an interesting area. So we got this range that has like a big open area. It's kind of like a wall, but it's not really a wall. So it's just in a weird place. So what we're going to do is just go ahead and call attention out to this cool range hood vent. That way everybody can see it. So what you're going to do is go ahead and just click on this blue tag, create a tag. And we see that number 1 is blinking there. Go ahead and select the number 1 and go ahead and put it on number 2. So what it's going to tell us at the very top is tag placement mode number 2, click and drag on the floor plan to draw a line along any suitable wall. This will define a vertical plane, which you can use to place the tag. So what this is doing is that if I try placing the tag right here, it might get confused and think it's this back wall. It might think it's way in front of this wall. So what we're going to do is we're going to tell it exactly what wall it's going to be on. This is really just going to dictate where you can see this tag at and how big the tag's going to be showing while someone's going through the tour itself. So we are going to draw this wall right here. So if you want to, you can just go ahead and click on this tag, this zoom and pan tool, and just use your mouse wheel and kind of zoom in. Go ahead and unclick or off click that. Use your crosshairs. Try to line this up as perfect as you can. It is kind of important that you do this as accurate as possible. Click and just drag. We're just going to drag it right there. Perfect. Now we can just go ahead and click on the toggle and zoom. Zoom out. This looks good. I'm happy with it. Click off of there. Now what it's going to tell us, if we look at the very top, it says double click the image to place the tag. So I want to place a tag, say right here at this corner. So there we go. Now we got our tag. Now it says choose which panoramas this tag will be visible from by double clicking the panoramas on the floor plan. Green indicates the tag is visible in the panorama, and then red is going to be invisible. When finished, close the tag placement mode by pressing the green check mark button on the floor plan. Okay, so if we go back to our map, we're going to zoom out. It says, according to the floor plan, it's going to be able to see this tag on this range from the living room again, this hallway, the laundry room, the 2 spots in the kitchen, and the 2 spots in the mudroom. So something you want to be aware of is that you don't want to be able to see this tag while you're going through the whole tour. This tag should only be popping up when you're in that certain section of the home looking at different items. So having it here in the living room doesn't make any sense. So what we're going to do is hover over it, and we're going to double click on this hotspot, and it's going to disable the tag view. So just go ahead and double click. Well, it's going to bring us there, but go ahead and double click once you're on there. There you go. Now we're not going to be able to see it. If we turn it back on, you kind of see that tag way back there. It doesn't make any sense for the viewer or anybody else to be able to see this tag this far away. So just go ahead and turn that off. Here, again, doesn't make a whole lot of sense because people are still going to be viewing the rest of the home right here. So we still don't want this tag to show up. So just go ahead and double click on that. This hallway, Again, really doesn't make sense that you can view this tag. So we're just going ahead and double click and hide this. Let's go into the mudroom. Seeing this tag from way over here is ridiculous. We don't need to see it. So just go ahead and double click here. There it goes, turned off. Go to this part of the mudroom. Again, we don't need to see it. So just double click. Laundry room area. Again, not important. Let's double click. The only spaces that I want to see it is when I'm actually in the kitchen. So now that I'm in the kitchen, I want to be able to see that tag. And then over here, the same thing. I want to see that tag. I usually like saying like at least leave 2 panels there. That way, if someone doesn't see it the first panel, then they can see it on the second one. But just try to keep it in the general area of where the item's located at. So we'll go ahead and we'll go ahead and try to edit this tag. So we'll go here. We can already see we already got 1 tag in the room. This is what we did earlier, which is the purple tag. So I'll just go ahead and click on. Let's go ahead and click on the edit button. Here we got the enter the tag title here. So we're going to put this as a range hood event. There we go. So we have 3 different tabs here. We have a content and options, a quick preview. We'll go over each one of these a little bit later, but for now, let's just concentrate on content. So here we can bold, italicize, or create a heading. So if we create a heading, just go to put a hood event. All right. Then next to that, we have an unordered list and an ordered list in quotes. So an unordered list is just going to be a list with bullet points. An ordered list is going to be a list with numbers, and the quotes are going to just be quotes. So let's talk about the URL/link section. So say that we bought this at a Home Depot and we wanted to link to the actual item that was purchased at the Home Depot. So what we're going to do is going to go to the Home Depot website, and we're going to make sure that this is the actual hood vent, which it is. At the very top of the address bar, just go ahead and double click that. Make sure everything is highlighted. If it's not all highlighted, it's going to be a broken link and it won't work. So make sure everything is highlighted in blue. You're going to right click on it, copy, go back to your Iguide, click on the link button, and you're just going to do Control V and hit OK. So now it's going to say enter link description here. So we're just going to type in Home Depot website. Okay. So if we want to see how this looks, we'll just go to a quick preview, and you can tell that all the information is hidden from the viewers. They're just going to be able to see this link right here. Don't worry, we'll go back and we'll check all the links at the end of the video. So once you've done that, you can also add additional information if you wanted to. So say that you also wanted to add maybe a care or instruction or care manual, right? So you want to add this as a PDF. So again, all you do is just double click, make sure everything is highlighted. You're going to right click, copy, go back to your Iguide, hit on your links, then Control V and hit OK. Now the interlink description here, we'll put user and care PDF. There we go. So now we just added a PDF user and care manual. Go to quick preview. There it is right there. During this whole time, if you want to add additional information, feel free. Fill this whole thing up. Be as descriptive as you want. This is your tour, and you know the viewers what they want to see or what they want to read. So let's go and move on. So let's say that we also want to add an image. Now keep in mind, if you're going to insert an image, these images here will not show up if you don't have any images on your iGuide. If you don't know how to add images to your iGuide, I made a video on that previously, and I would recommend to go back and watch that one. If you say that your photographer did not include an image of the range, you can also add an image right here from a website. So all you have to do is just find the image, copy, paste, insert URL, then you'll have an image there. Or if you already have an image set up, do we have a good image of the range? Right here is good. So we'll use that one. You get it, insert in the gallery. When you do it, you want to enter your image title right here. So we'll put range hood vent. Oh, that was in the wrong spot. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So we got a quick preview. And then we see that it says the hood, range hood vent. So we go back to content, and let's say that you wanted to add a YouTube video. So all you gotta do is just find a YouTube video that you want to add. We found one, a vent a hood care and maintenance. So all you gotta do is just go ahead into the address bar, double click on that, make sure everything's highlighted, right click, copy, go back to your Iguide, click on the YouTube button, Control V, and hit OK. And now you got a little blue spot that popped up, and this is going to be, how to clean video. And we go back to quick preview. We scroll down, and there we go. We got our video right there. So yeah, for the most part, that is all you really need to know. If you want to do like a panel link, that's easy to do too. So all you're going to do is go ahead and hit apply to everything that you changed. You come down to the share button. Just go ahead and click on that. You're going to have the start page default. Make sure that this little blue check marks here, it says use current 3D view, because that's going to bring you right to the hood vent. If you don't like this view, just go and click exit. And we'll do it just like that. And then we'll go ahead and hit the share button. Make sure everything's checked. Go ahead and hit this copy to clipboard. It'll just give you a confirmation that it did it. Then you go back to your edit. Go to your panel link. Click on that. And it also gives you instructions how you do it right here. But you just go and click on this address bar, Control V, then hit insert. And there you go. So now if someone clicks on it, it brings them right to that. So once you've done that, now you can go into the options section. Options section, you're going to have embed a URL. Here you can embed certain websites, Home Depot, Lowe's, big name, big box brand websites. They will not work. So they don't like you to embed a website, their website inside of another website. So, but this will work for like smaller, like lamp companies or floral shops, or even your website. You can do that. But if you do that, no other content will be displayed. And you also should not be using it to embed videos. This also gives you a quick warning, says hotspot preview does not take the distance of the tag into account. Basically what this means is that when we start messing with it, it's not going to be a one-to-one of what it's going to look like in there. So you might have to go back and tweak it to your preference. But now you had the tag hotspot. So you have a transparent one, you have an opaque one. If you're making tags, I would say go ahead and just use the opaque one because you want to call attention to it. Here you have your tag colors. So you have the basic colors lined up right here, but you also have custom colors. So say that you want to, create this into cool, fun color, say like a pink here. Let's go ahead and drag it to where you want to. So you have the shaded in section. So basically, how dark or how invisible you want it. We want this 100% just because it just looks a lot better. Now, I wouldn't use this if you're trying to point something out that's already on an object, especially if you want to display that object really good, but you don't want it so invisible that people don't notice it. So let's talk about the stem height. You have in inches or in centimeters. When you go positive, you're going to make the stem longer. And then when you go negative, you're going to have it as a drop down. So for this instance, because our object is higher than what our viewpoint is, we want to call attention to this. So we do want to drop it down. And let's just say we're going to drop it down 9 inches. That's going to look really good, I believe. And we'll go and check that out right now. So once you've done that, you just go ahead and hit apply. And we'll close out of this preview right here. And now we can see that this is dropped down, you know. So again, maybe you don't want to drop down, maybe you want to go a little bit higher. It's just totally up to you and your preference. But if you want to change that, you can just go to edit, go back to options, and then the stem height. Say that we just want to add, I don't know, 6 inches. Just hit apply. And now we can kind of see that it's still attached to the hood vent, but it's not actually on the hood vent. So that's good. So anytime that you just finish it, you want to make sure that you hit the save button. And it's going to save any changes that you made. Let's go ahead and check it out. So we hover over it and we see that it's a range hood vent. It's a hood vent, the Home Depot website. So we can just go ahead and click on that. And it's going to bring us up right to the website. That's great. The user and care in a PDF. So we'll click that and look there. We got the user and care manual right there. Perfect. Then we have a nice picture of it. And then we have a YouTube video. We can click on that, and it's going to start sharing the YouTube video itself. If you want to make it bigger, you can too. That is it for everything on tag placement mode number 2. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to send me an email. I really hope this video helped you out. And yeah, until next time, thank you.